Hey, what's up with it, Hood News peeps? How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Friends, happy Monday. Hey. So yeah, lots of Hood News stuff on the way that I'm working on, some bandit videos and other things like that. I just wanted to say hi, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. And please lock your doors, friends. I can't say that enough. Like, to your vehicles. Make sure you don't have anything important or of value whenever you park your cars, friends. So much auto theft, like people breaking into cars. Hey, friends, how y'all doing? Is this the Hood News Facebook page? I think it is. Yes. Hey, good morning. Well, not good morning. Good afternoon. I've been go since this morning. Hey, friends. So I wanted to tell y'all some updates in person because I feel like sometimes things get conveyed a lot more serious. So Pasadena PD has put out they have a face. Pasadena PD is looking for Damian Alexander Sice. This is a young man, a person of interest. This is the person of interest in a shooting that happened on the 28th in Pasadena following the let out, at Pasadena Memorial High School. We were out there that afternoon and we found out that 2 kids had gotten shot after school. So we're hoping that somebody might know his whereabouts. They're looking to talk to him. And this is the young man. They said suspect. That's right now. That's what they've got. So let me show it. Let me read y'all this real quick. So they said suspect. Pasadena PD is seeking suspect in February 28th shooting. The Pasadena Police Department is actively investigating a shooting that occurred February 28th. That's Friday, off the 4400 block of Crenshaw. It says officers are working closely with the Pasadena Independent School District, that's PISD, police, and utilizing all available resources. On March 1st, an arrest warrant was issued for the suspect, who is not enrolled in school. So he wasn't enrolled in school. He doesn't go to the school. During a physical altercation off campus grounds, the suspect allegedly brandished a firearm and shot 2 juvenile males. And that's the picture that we see here. A lot of people are like, well, his skin tone looks a little more lighter than these pictures. I don't know, friends. I really don't know. We're going to let them investigate. We're just the messengers. He is a person of interest. I don't know. That looks a little different. It does. But I will say on that day, the sunlight sometimes makes us look a little different. I don't know. So we'll see. It could be him by body type, but who knows? I love you too, friends. How y'all doing? So yeah, friends, just be on the lookout. He's got aggravated assault with a deadly weapon ×2, whoever this guy is. So hopefully by finding this guy, maybe they'll get closer to their answers. And this is him. Hold on. And maybe they'll get their answers. Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Marie. All right. Also, there was a vigil held today across from Aldian High School at the place where that young boy was shot and killed. The 17-year-old was shot and killed off of West Road by the fast food restaurant right there by the drive-thru. No word on the investigation or if they're going to hold anybody accountable or what's going to happen with that. But students today, they gathered. Let me see if I have a picture. The students gathered out there. I'm going to show y'all a picture real quick. And they're sad for their friend. Hold on. Here's a video that was sent to me. Shout out to the kids, man. That had to be so horrifying, friends. We got to talk to our children. We got to talk to our young people. There's so much violence right now towards one another, amongst the young people. And it shouldn't be like that. They should be planning to go to prom, planning their senior year. They shouldn't be, parents should not be having to make funeral arrangements for their children, man. It's just, we're in some sad times, friends. And we really need to make connections with our kids to keep them out of harm's way, to talk to them, to avoid conflict, to deal with anger management, you know, in a different way, because we're losing some really incredible and amazing young people, friends. Oh my gosh, just sad, man. Also, I've got one more update, and this is going to be in regards to this young man. This is Julian Como. Julian was killed last month. He was partying with friends. He was going to be going off to the Navy real soon, that Friday. So he was killed on a Sunday, February 16th. And somebody took his life. Somebody was breaking into a vehicle when Julian and his friends and loved ones confronted the robber. And the robber shot and killed Julian. This is Julian. Well, HPD has released a composite sketch. This is supposed to be the person of interest that they are looking for in connection to the fatal shooting. We finally have some information. So the guy was dressed in all black. He had a black hoodie on. He had some Yeezy slides. One of them was left behind at the crime scene. He has black dreads with gold tips. His hair's black. He had dreadlocks with some gold tips at the end. So maybe you might know somebody that got a haircut recently. Julian's murder has not been solved, and there is now this composite sketch. And that looks like maybe somebody will recognize him. That looks like a face that maybe somebody will recognize. You know, we're hoping somebody does. Houston's a big city, and we hope for Julian's family, because that adds to the grieving. Like, they cannot grieve in peace knowing that there's this guy out there that killed Julian for senselessness. Senselessness, you guys. Shout out to our trauma care nurses. Anybody that works in the ICU, shout out to you guys. Shout out to our men and women of law enforcement. Shout out to our first responders. Shout out to the people that work in the hospitals when it gets so hectic and these victims come in and they're trying to save lives, man. Shout out to them, friends. They don't get enough praise. I'm going to do one more. I am going to add one more to this, friends. We're getting names, but some of these people don't. Some of the people that the names we're getting don't look like this guy. Take a good look. This guy wearing some Cheeto pants and his friend, this guy right here, they entered a smoke shop and they robbed it at gunpoint. There is a mother standing there with her hands up like this, like there is a mother. And look behind the robber, there's a little girl. There is a little girl right behind her, right behind him. This little girl watched this grown man put a gun to her mother. And they were robbed at gunpoint. You know, a lot of people were like, well, why is there a child? Friends, we're not going to start victim shaming. I'm so sorry. We don't do that, man. We don't ask those kind of questions. The struggle is real. It's hard for people to afford daycare. Nighttime, especially the shifts that she might have worked. Or maybe there were some cancellation in plans. What were the robbers doing pointing guns at a little girl and her mother? That's the question we need to be asking. We're not worried about why mom had this little girl at her job, because the struggle is real. That's going to be my answer always, friends. These idiots walked into the smoke shop pretending to be customers. We got one of their faces right here. Somebody's got to know this guy. This happened off of 249 and Grant Road. This is y'all's area, Northwest Harris County. This is y'all's area. They entered, they made the mom and the little girl go to the back, and they robbed. They took whatever inventory had came in, because a lot of the stuff was in boxes. And friends, this is so sad. At one point, the guy says, "Shut her up or I'm gonna pop your kid." He told the mom to make the baby stop crying or he was gonna pop her kid. His words. I said, what? Did we hear this right? Friends, the levels of the I don't give a F on some of these robbers is incredible. They don't care. Last week, we shared a story with you guys how an elderly man was followed. And you know, I just got through recording the Come On Downs with Mattress Mac. And I showed him one of the videos. Last week, we had an elderly man leave a bank off of 249 and West, no, off of 249 and West Road. He left a bank out there, a Wells Fargo, got in his car, and he went to his neighborhood, and he got out of his vehicle, and a black SUV pulls up next to him, and I showed you guys. Let me see if I can find the video. This guy went up to him. Here's the video. Here's the elderly man leaving his, there he is right there. Hold on. They beat him up. They beat him up, friends. They don't just grab the envelope and go, no, they knock him down. They rough him up. And they robbed his money. Look how horrible this was. I'm going to show y'all from a distance. Look. So they pull up. They pull up to him. The car drives off and crashes into a pole. And they robbed him, friends. The next day, no, they took a break probably. The day after the next, they robbed a woman. She came out of the Chase Bank off of West Road and 45. And it's the same guys. We already connected the two. So they will do it again. They probably swapped out cars by now. I don't know. But somebody needs to speak up. Like, who's doing this stuff? Some people are saying it could be an inside job that tellers are telling them. I don't know. I don't even think they're allowed to have phones. You know, the tellers behind the windows and they're counting your money and all this stuff. I don't even think that they're allowed to have phones. But what I do think is that they're watching people when they're coming and going. And one thing I got to tell y'all, friends, put your money up in your bra. Or if you don't have a bra, if you're a man, put it in your part. I don't know. Don't let them see you walk out of a bank with an envelope, because they will follow you. When you leave the bank, keep an eye on the cars behind you. I know we're distracted. Like, I know I like to jam when I'm in my car. I want to jam all my Big X, the plug music, and all my little rock music that I like. But you got to pay attention, friends. You got to drive. Pay attention out there. Look at the rear view every now and then. Take note of the cars behind you. Make a turn. Go the longer way. And if you feel like somebody's following you, pull into a police station. Don't allow these people to hurt you or rob you. We got to take the control and the power back. How can we do that? By being aware. Another one, friends. I'm going to partner up with HPD soon. I don't know what days, but we're going to do this really soon. A lot of people are asking, why do young people have guns? Why are there so many young people with guns? Why? A lot of these kids have parents that don't even own a firearm, don't even know how to change, like they don't even know how to clean one out. They don't know how to shoot a firearm, much less, right? A lot of these kids are some of the same bandits that we're showing you guys that are wandering around at night looking to break into vehicles. And a lot of people have the false sense of security that because they live in Tomball, because they live in Kingwood, because they live in Spring, that or because they're in a nice neighborhood, that it's not going to happen to them. And they leave guns behind in their nice rides. And let me tell y'all, that's where the kids are going. They're going to your neighborhoods because they're feeding off of your sense of security, of false security that's not supposed to be there. It doesn't matter where you stay. Lock your doors. Remove all valuables out of there. And if you've got a gun, get you a gun safe. If you got money for a gun, you can afford a gun safe. Please stop creating these simple thieves become armed ones. These little bandits, they start off just looking around with backpacks. They go around at nighttime with wearing backpacks, filling it up with everything they find out of vehicles. Sometimes they just open the door. Some people make it really easy. And we shouldn't have to lock our doors. We shouldn't have to do any of this. But we're not in those times. I don't ever want to shame anybody. But I do want to tell people that we can prevent these things from happening. I don't want you guys, hard-earned money, to go into the pocket of a thief. And I don't want your guns purchased with your hard-earned money to be a murder weapon down the line, friends. I'm not playing. I'm serious. You guys who are leaving your pistols, your rifles and your guns in your trucks, your cars, your minivans, whatever. You are helping to make these guys dangerous, whether you intended it or not. And please lock up, man, because we got a lot of theft going on. People don't know how to keep their hands to themselves these days. And that's all. That's my message. That's it, friends. Yeah. Crime knows no address. You're right, Lisa. It sucks to see somebody robbed for $20 and shot over $20. It's sad, friends. I just want to cry sometimes. I do want to mention something. Last week, we called out some crappy criminal justice moves. I'll just say it like this. Last week, we called out some bad moves on behalf of some judges, right? Last week, we called out some bad judges and some bad choices or poor choices or whatever you want to call it. I have criminal defense attorneys trying to put my mugshot out there, acting like they don't know that I'm the one that shared my own mugshot many years ago when I started the Hood News. When I started Hood News, I told y'all who I was, so nobody else could inform y'all. It's my story to tell. It's my actions. It's my crimes. So all y'all out there putting all these false pictures, this information that people don't know, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I've got criminal defense attorneys who are taking up for a particular judge that are trying to throw shade my way. I'm not going nowhere. I'm so sorry. I just got to tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. Some of y'all make money off of victims, and that's fine. Do what you got to do, because we do believe that there are innocent people out there that need to fight for their freedom. And that's the beautiful thing of the law. But some of y'all are don't care. Anything to make a dollar. I've been reading. Let me read y'all something real quick. I got a little team that they help me find what I need to find so I can defend myself. But let me tell y'all something. This is what one person said. This is what one of the defense attorneys says. Basically, we plan to show the state the reasons why we feel we should be able to earn a dismissal, or worst case scenario, we plan to shoot for a certain punishment that we feel will best fit the needs of that client. Sometimes, let me see. We start the fight 100% with zero chance of ever admitting guilt. Okay, that all those things are fine. But at the end of the day, don't forget that we've got victims of crime out there. This page, friends, let me tell y'all a little bit. This page supports law enforcement, but we will call out the bad ones. We will call out bad law enforcement. Like the dude that was touching his stepdaughter. A la chingada, vámonos. I don't hesitate to call out a bad cop. I will always do that. There was a time when a young girl got beaten up in front of a gas station by some deputies, or one deputy, and I called it out, and I don't care. I will call it out. What we see, and it was a video beginning to end. I don't put out just like 10 seconds of something. No, I'm going to put it all out there. If there's evidence, I'm going to put it out there. And by evidence, I'm not talking about 2-3 seconds. It's hard to tell if somebody's guilty of anything with a few seconds. I like to show what's happening, right? This guy that was touching his kid, his stepkid, he's a chomo. We have to put that out there. The policeman from up north that was watching all those nasty movies with all those kids, we call that out too. Ain't no bootlicking around here. So I got to say that really clear. I had one criminal defense attorney. I was really shocked by some of the stuff, but you know, I told him, I said, bro, you make your money defending chomos. So that's on you. I know what I stand for, because one day it could be my own daughter, heaven forbid. But it's a roll of the dice around here. And we stand up for the victims, friends. We do stand up for the victims. A lot of you guys reach out to me because somebody did you wrong. And as long as I have what I need to make a post like proof, hey, they need to come on down, y'all. Can we get a come on down? This lady got robbed. This lady got beat up. Hey, y'all, this lady got beat up and robbed. Hey, everybody, this elderly man got robbed leaving the bank. Hey, everybody, this lady works at a smoke shop, and her little girl had guns pointed at them while they were getting robbed. Hey, everybody, this lady got sexually assaulted. She needs help. Come on, man. We're going to always, the ones always reaching out. This is a victims page. And if you have a problem, if you're an activist for criminals, this might not be the page for you to follow. When somebody gets done wrong, they call us. It's a news page, yeah, because I'm going to tell y'all everything that's happening around town as much as possible. But it's also a page where we can try to get you some answers. It feels good to be able to do some of these come on downs. We're close to 30 come on downs now, and we're only on month 2. And I'm not even talking about murder cases that you guys have solved. I'm just barely scratching the surface. Like, the come on downs that I'm including are only the petty theft ones. So the more serious stuff, I don't even keep track. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Yeah. Yeah, wrong is wrong and whatever. Like, we respect criminal defense attorneys. I used to work for one. I was a paralegal for one. I mean, shit, it was a paralegal, criminal defense attorney that got my time to the 7 years that it was. And I got some lady, I forgot her name. She's one of the judge's friends. She put the picture, she acts like I'm hiding that I've been locked up. Never, friends, never. I tell y'all jailhouse stories, man. I will never hide the fact. Even if the day comes when I get my shit expunged or removed or pardoned, because that's what I'm praying for one day. Even if one day I get my stuff pardoned, I will always tell you guys that I've been locked up before. I will never hide from the truth. The truth is all I own. So all y'all pretending like I ain't ever talked about me being locked up, that's on you. You just don't follow enough. But I say it like every other day, I think. I think I always mention it like in one way or another. Yeah. And yeah, and 20 years ago. And what? And I look cute. I wasn't no crackhead. Oh my God. Friends, I gotta go. And thank you, by the way, because I was a pretty little girl. When I see my little mugshot everywhere, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all real quick. When I see my little mugshot, I'm like, damn, I was such a beautiful girl. I wish I would have known my potential. I wish that I was the Grizzy that I am today, 20 years ago. Man, where I would be now. Where I would be now. And that is my message to everybody. You don't have to stay locked up for the rest of your life. Everybody can get out and change. I chose to change. My fall partner, who only got 2 years, like she got 16 months for the same crime, the one that snitched on all of us, she got 16 months. So it was 4 of us. We were going around robbing folks. And there came the day where God said enough. And I got locked up. My best friend got 16 months for telling on the rest of us. That code about no snitching and all that bullshit, that goes out the window when your freedom is on the line. My own best friend turned state evidence against me, against my 2 friends, right? She got 16 months and she chose not to change. That bitch is in the feds now. That chick is somewhere out there. She got deported, came back. Deported, came back. Deported after getting locked up again, came back. Deported over and over and over, came back, came back, came back. Now she's doing time in the feds. Her kids don't like her. Her kids don't even like her. They called somebody else mom. And they cried when that elderly lady died. The elderly lady took care of her kids. I got out. I did my time. Almost 7 years. I got out, went back to college, went and got a job for an attorney, went and worked for a corporation, went and did this, presidential award, day in the city of Houston, a lot of acknowledgments, at least 12 or 13. I don't even know how many. They're all bunched up in the closet somewhere. I showed y'all all my stuff that I've earned over the years. Trophies, plaques, whatever. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be the person that you were yesterday. You can be a whole new, better version of yourself starting now. Starting now. And don't let nobody ever make you feel like you're inferior because of some shit from years ago. No, every day you wake up with a clean slate, friends. If you're doing crappy shit yesterday, you can wake up this morning and change your outcome. Every day you can start a new outcome. You don't have to be yesterday. You don't have to do the same shit that if it's not working for you, then try something different. I'm here to tell y'all I'm the face of change. And this chick is really mad because I told her, so what? I don't give a fuck. I said, I did that shit 20 years ago and I paid for it. It's not like I didn't pay for with time. No, lady. Like, I own that shit. That's my shit. That's my story. I lived it. I was locked up all them years. Yeah, I did that shit, man. I did it and I deserved it and I'm out. And that's why I changed. The thing is, they're lenient with these criminals. They won't ever change. You give a criminal, slap on the wrist. You do this to a criminal, slap on the wrist, slap on the wrist. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Guess what? They're going to keep doing it. Teach them. Be with a swift hand, man. It's going to, tough love works. Tough love works. But people don't want to learn. I learned because I was taught, hey, you know what? You did this, you did that. Fuck around and find out. I did my time, friends, and I never wanted to go back to prison again. The revolving door was not for me. I don't want to be like locked up again. You know how much ass I had to smell every time you have to get strip searched? You know the nasty food you got to eat? Are you serious? It's horrible, friends. Being around a bunch of people that you don't have no choice. Shit. I'll be damned. But some people do like that, I think. Some people don't know anything else. But you can change. You can. It's going to take a lot of hard work. Ain't nobody going to just hand you nothing. Nobody handed me shit. I had to work hard for my shit. Now I'm a homeowner, business owner. I go do whatever I want. I got an exciting life. Like every day is a new journey, a new adventure. I'm not bored. I'm so confident in myself. I don't even want to be in a relationship. I don't even, none of that shit. Like before I used to feel lonely. Nah. Now I got standards. I'm like, nah, if they're not like this, I can't be with nobody like that. No, friends, like your life will change when you want to do something better for yourself. You got to love you first. And that's it. Love you and your children. Be about your kids first and all your blessings will come. Be about your kids first and foremost. God, children, and then you. Amen. All right, friends. I'm done preaching. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Bye. Woo! Let's go.